Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're digging into some source material on theology and philosophy. We're really focusing on this concept of bright prospects from the Epistle of James and how it gives us a framework for chaos and temptation.
It's all about finding stability, isn't it? And the sources are incredibly clear. They point to the nature of God, the Father of lights, as this unchangeable constant.
So that's the aha moment we're looking for.
I think so. The big realization is that God can't get any better. He's already perfect. And he can't get any worse because he's holy.
That stability is the foundation.
It's everything. It's the bedrock for facing any trial.
So how does that unchanging perfection, that constancy, guarantee hope? I mean, what are bright prospects in that context?
Well, the sources put it like this. Bright prospects are the reliable expectation of good things precisely because God has, and this is a quote, no shadow of turning.
I love that analogy. It's like the sun.
Exactly. The sun is always shining. If we see a shadow, it's because our little planet has turned. The shadow is ours.
It's our perspective, not a change in the source of the light.
You've got it. Any doubt, any shadow you feel in a hard time, that comes from your own movement, not from God's goodness flickering.
Okay, so that reliability, it must drive the practical strategy for resisting temptation, right? The sources mention these two checkpoints.
They do. A negative and a positive checkpoint.
Let's start with the negative one.
The negative checkpoint is, it's the more primal one. We avoid sin because we fear the consequences. Judgment, discipline, that sort of thing.
And that's a necessary first boundary, isn't it? I mean, under pressure, it seems pretty practical to start with fear.
Oh, absolutely. It's a vital first boundary. But you can't live there. Relying only on fear is just incomplete.
So what's the next step? The positive checkpoint.
Right. And this is the more mature motivation. It's obedience that comes from love, from recognizing God's goodness. You obey not just because you're scared of being disciplined,
but because you're so aware of his constancy that the devil's bait, as the source calls it, just looks unappealing.
Exactly. But that takes patience. It requires waiting for divine timing instead of grabbing what's in front of you.
Which brings us to this fascinating historical contrast. David versus Bonhoeffer. Patience versus action.
A perfect comparison. David had not one, but two clean shots to kill King Saul.
To accelerate God's promise and take the throne right then and there.
And he refused. He kept saying, "This is God's anointed." He wouldn't use the wrong means to get to the right end. He waited. He waited until Saul died in battle.
And then you contrast that patience with Dietrich Bonhoeffer.
A German pastor, seeing this overwhelming systemic evil in Hitler, he felt immediate action was the only moral choice.
So he returned from safety in the U.S., specifically to plot Hitler's assassination. He chose to act.
And he failed. He was caught and he was executed. And it leaves us with this huge philosophical question.
What if he had succeeded?
Right. What if the world's greatest evil at that time had been murdered by a Christian pastor? How would history see that? God allowing the attempt to fail. It suggests a powerful lesson about the means we choose.
Even when the end seems so obviously righteous. So what does that teach us in our own lives? I mean, this isn't just about hardship, is it?
Not at all. The sources are clear that temptation exists just as much in favorable circumstances as in adverse ones.
In success and in failure.
Peter is the perfect example. He gets called twice. First, in a moment of incredible success, the miraculous catch of fish.
Sure, a moment of triumph.
Yeah.
But where's the temptation there?
It's self-exaltation, pride, the feeling that maybe, he had something to do with that success.
I see. And the second calling?
Comes after his most crushing failure, after denying Jesus 3 times and weeping bitterly. The temptation there is the opposite. Self-pity, despair.
So we have to be just as vigilant when things are going well as when they're falling apart?
We do. We have to ground our response, whether it's a small issue at work or a huge global crisis, in God's unchanging nature. And that takes discipline and prayer to really understand his heart and his timing.
So, to leave our listeners with something to think about. If Bonhoeffer's intention was pure, to stop this immense evil, but his method was murder, does the plot's failure mean we must always wait for a divine mechanism, even against evil?
Or was it just a tragic lost opportunity? What does resisting the devil's bait truly require when the stakes are that high? This is a profound question to mull over.